And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, John. Hey, express.
On first down, Ryan. And incomplete to open things up. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here, first and 10.
Obama. Louis. Here we go, fellas.
Now a play fake here on first down. And some room to work. Space to maneuver at the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They run it here with Thompson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go up there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So that throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try.
From his goal line here, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
76, hello. 76,
on the ground, it's Thompson. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
We go. Hey, lift. Now you want.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down is gone. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Here's Gillisley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here we go.
They'll run with Thompson. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
Get up!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Remain in a scoreless first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Get up!
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job 1 for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after, either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
We're good. We're good. 5. Value 3. Value 3.
On second down, here's Goff. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Goff on first down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they boot it through, and now we're all square after 2 quarters of play.
And what's that great term you taught me? They're level, right? They got back to level. Now they get to go back in the locker room, regroup, and start over in the second half.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now Thompson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw is gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll run here with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now Ryan out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Ryan. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Ryan now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Powell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves his sticks. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And some room to maneuver. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Value 3, value 3. Starting left here.
This is Gillisley. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 14.
Out of the gun. Gone. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Allen Hurns, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Ryan. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now the backup, Savage. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. This is the running back, Powell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
All right, here we go.
Here's Savage now on 2nd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vinny Curry, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Savage leading his guys up following the sack. They face a 3rd and long. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Savage. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Value 3. Value 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Thompson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime.